What is good, 420 gang? Oh yeah, it is your boy 420 Biggs, and we are back with another reaction video. Alright, anyway, we got a terrifying things caught in Texas. Now this one kind of hit home for me because Texas is where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Home of the brave. You know what I'm saying? Land of the free. That might be America. Anyways, I'm from Texas, boy. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this video and see what's going on. Go ahead and grab your smoke. Go ahead and grab your herb. Go ahead and roll your blunt. Go ahead and roll your joint. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go ahead, without further ado, and get into this video. Oh, before I get into the video, your boy hit his goal for the month. Your boy hit his goal for the first month on the YouTube channel. Go ahead. Yeah. I'm happy. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, bring my personality to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And shit.
There's a saying, things are bigger in Texas. That goes for everything, even things that go bump in the night. Today we have clips of some disturbing things caught in Texas, from wildfires to robberies to the downright otherworldly. Insane things happen all over the world, no matter where you are. But putting up a microscope and looking at just one place will sometimes expose much more than you'd imagine. Make sure you watch to the end to see what I mean.
And then like climb in windows and stuff like that. Like y'all don't be getting y'all hands cut. Y'all don't be worried about cuts and shit.
Sudden pawn shop holdup. No one ever goes to work expecting an interaction to go south. These men walk in, one after the other, into a pawn shop in Houston and immediately come charging into the store. The camera seems to linger on one man who seems to be keeping a lookout, watching for any passerby. The camera pans to the register where an armed man jumps on the counter, pointing a gun in the cashier's face. The cashier quickly complies, opening his record and allowing the men to get to the money.
And as with all, because your life is not worth that job, your life is not worth you trying to be cool, your life is not worth the clout of going home back to your hood and being like, man, these niggas came and tried to rob me and da-da-da. No, it's not. It's not worth none of that.
They pull the cashier off camera and quickly make their way back out towards the door. The lookout is standing by, ready to pull the door when his two counterparts are running. The men had their faces mostly obscured because they knew better, likely to avoid detection. But the lookout was holding his shirt up, having forgotten his covering at home. Group storms a locked gun shop.
How we got a ad already?
Hey everyone, Victor Paredes here, and I am an affiliate marketer and a YouTuber. As you can see, I currently have a...
This group moves quickly, with some level of practice, unfortunately all too ready to storm this gun shop in Texas. They set up a chain to the back of the truck and yank off the bars. There's a little pushback from the metal, but within next to no time they can yank off the gates. All the men running at once, jumping the counters and going for their guns and ammunition. They make their way through the store with some efficiency, which is essential given that they're on an extreme time limit. There's likely an alarm that's been tripped, either from smashing the gates, the displays, or something else that's been tripped. The masked men go in and out, running back and forth and grabbing a few more things before escaping. They weren't caught either. Despite being clearly videotaped, the robbers got away with their gun store plunder. Bank robbery evades custody by dressing like a mummy. Any old face mask won't do when trying to obscure your face. This man seemed to know that fact. He wrapped his head and hands in bandages. Even though he was clearly photographed, no stretch of the skin or identifying features were available to scrutinize. This bank robber is wanted by the FBI as he hid his identity so well that no one would be able to tell who he was even if they tried. Some people try to be as nondescript and difficult to remember as possible. This guy somehow achieved the same result with an opposite approach.
I'm not the only one, but I imagine like a Michael Jackson, like he put on the Michael Jackson voice while he was rapping. Put all the money in the bag, and things won't get smooth criminal around here. That was like
Bank robbers on a wild car chase.
That was like a Mickey Mouse. Michael.
When you're escaping a crime scene, there's often not enough time to think about your safety or the safety of people around you. These bank robbers used what was essentially a falling apart vehicle to escape police custody, despite all signs pointing to this car being unable to handle it. First, the driver is blocked in by a truck with one wheel down to the rim, but he pushes through, continuing to drive on the metal rim until the car is basically lopsided. He keeps going, turning the car around and driving the opposite way. It looks as though the vehicle may have lost the police after him for a while, roughly when the vehicle begins sparking. It loses some metal from underneath, but it soldiers on. Eventually, the officers catch up to him, but he doesn't seem to show any signs of slowing down. Even when it drives through the median, it's not until the car begins smoking that the men inside try to switch cars. This doesn't move smoothly enough for anyone to escape, as the officers end the wild chase and descend on the robbers with no hesitation. Bank teller dissuades robber. Usually robbers get the upper hand on tellers and cashiers. This is because most places instruct those handling cash that their lives are significantly more important than the money they're handling. This teller, however, didn't get the memo.
This is the guy St. Clair Shores police want to find. He's accused of trying to rob this Flagstar Bank at 9 and Harper on Wednesday afternoon.
The robber comes up acting casually as though he was a regular customer. The teller informs him it'll be a moment because she's helping customers in the drive-thru. His demeanor changes, yet she still instructs him to hold on. No matter if he's armed, she'll finish the work she's doing before handling him. The branch manager witnesses what seems to be an unpleasant interaction between the two of them, but before he can do it, the man rushes out. This might be a brave act or someone tired and just trying to do their job. The teller admittedly had dealt with a robbery at her last branch and thus was a bit braver and perhaps more confident in how she handled this. But like I said, most places advise against this as it can be a dangerous way to handle a robbery.
Thankfully, no one was hurt in this case, but police
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it.
remind us all, it doesn't always end like that.
Give them what they want. It's your life is absolutely not worth the risk of losing that over money or any property.
Home invasion
Story
robbery.
time, and if y'all don't, I might put it up here, but I got a story time. I got robbed.
It's always good to keep a camera if you feel like your space might not be safe.
At the L Apartments near the Met Center,
I don't know how he got in.
an intruder walked right into Jamie Buchanan's bedroom.
This man was informed by his roommate that a stranger was in his room.
He says, "There's a guy in your bedroom." And I said, "What?" He said, "There's a guy in your bedroom." That's when he turned around and looked and just kept on going.
The camera catches the moment the robber walks in, surveys, and zeroes in on a wallet. He moves quickly and with purpose, meaning he got away, but the confidence in which he moves is almost unnerving. The same robber committed 5 other nearly identical crimes and escaped in the same complex, meaning he's likely a resident who knows when and where to strike.
The exact same crime reported inside the same apartment complex.
How you
I'm
gonna
home.
rob?
And the other
Right,
guy
no,
was in his apartment. He was home. And that's brazen.
That
The
boy
camera catches it all,
brave.
though with an obscured face, it doesn't really matter how.
Do not be out here just robbing blind, bro. You gonna get your head blowed off. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
Home security cameras link robberies. Sometimes doorbell cameras are your first and last line of defense.
Police were able to get some pretty clear images of those suspects thanks to home surveillance cameras, and they hope to warn residents to be on the lookout for these people and
My bad,
anything
John, my
suspicious
bad, my bad,
happening
my
in
bad.
their neighborhoods.
This organized group of home invaders hit homes in what seemed like a safe, idyllic North Texas neighborhood. There were 3 break-ins that week, almost identical, and 2 others pretty close.
South Lake police say her home isn't the only one that was hit. They're investigating 2 break-ins, one at a home on San Tropez on July 15th and another home on Fairway View Terrace the very next day.
Surveillance systems are the only explicit videos of the crimes. Still, because of such technology's pervasive, widespread usage, police could get clear, direct footage of the robberies and connect 5 seemingly unrelated crimes to the same band of thieves.
Video surveillance helped police connect those burglaries to 2 others that happened around the same
And they got
time
that
in
paper
Keller
trail.
and Louisville.
Without the technology, none of that would have been possible. While no one likes being surveilled, this is definitely a good use if there ever was one. Chaotic home invasion caught.
There it
Some
is.
break-ins
Oh,
are practice,
look
and
at
others
that.
feel like pure chaos. This Ring camera footage captured the moment when a man, without hesitation, rams through the glass window of a front door.
That was
He climbs through the newly made hole and rushes into the home, all in one fluid motion that makes you question how many times he's done this.
First at 6, a violent break-in caught on camera. A man busts through a front door to get inside. Police say he's responsible for a series of home break-ins.
The loud noise woke the homeowner and the two fought. While the homeowner in question might have been knocking on 71 years old, no unarmed robber is a match for someone with a gun. This, of course, sent the robber running. The homeowner shot at him but missed, and the suspect grabbed the gun and used it as a blunt force weapon. The neighborhood, alerted to the commotion, tracked the suspect down, which led to the 26...
You know what I'm saying? He'd rather get the robbery charge. You know, well, he was there, so that's the home invasion. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to make that a murder charge. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get that homicide. You don't want to catch that body. You know what I'm saying? Either way, he go.
6-year-old's arrest for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. While the robber seemed all too practiced, residents claim that incidents like this are exceedingly rare in their neighborhood. Unmasked Uvalde shooter caught before tragedy. Well,
anyways,
I told you for one.
I got another video coming, so I'm gonna call it right there. That's a 11-minute video. Y'all can go find the video and finish the video yourself. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This ain't gonna be the channel where we gonna finish every video. Sometimes y'all just gonna have to go, and depending on if it's too long, y'all gonna have to go and y'all gonna have to go look up that video on your own. And sometimes I just cut it short because I feel like it ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm still this product. I'm post video anyway. Put it on there anyway. But it's your boy Post Tony Big. If you don't know, it's all love over here. And I appreciate the love and the subscriptions and the subscribes and the likes. And I probably ain't sharing shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should, but y'all probably not. But anyways. It's all love over here, baby. It's 100.